Today's topic is focused around the greatest risk in retirement. Hands down, the greatest risk in retirement is having more life than money. Every time, almost 100% of the time, when we talk to folks about what are they most concerned about in retirement, it is having more life than money. So we're going to take a deep dive into this subject today so we can make it clear to give you a higher level of confidence and comfort, and of course the clarity that you're making good decisions as you approach that retirement age. Thanks for tuning in to Money in Motion. My name is Walt West, founder of the West Advisory Group, and we're here to teach you how to prevent money falling through the cracks in retirement. And remember, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Retirement is such an exciting time in most people's lives. It's the anticipation. It's the time in which now you can relax, and now you can really do all the things that you've put off during the accumulation phase. You hit the pinnacle in life where you find yourself really at a point where you say, wow, I really made a tremendous accomplishment in my life, and you really deserve to feel comfortable and to eliminate anxiety. So now you can do all the things in which you hope to do. It's really an exciting time. And I'm so excited for those people that are reached that pinnacle in life, and hearing the stories from the clients in which that we have served for many years about family and the recreational bucket list and the travel and all the things that they are now doing that they weren't able to do. Very, very exciting. But however, without the proper planning, there are certain risks that come with making this transition. It is imperative that you spend time understanding these risks and preparing for what might happen. And as I said earlier, the number one risk that people are most concerned about is longevity, having more life than money. There is no doubt that people are living longer today. The average life expectancy today, I believe, is in the mid-70s. And that takes a lot of things into consideration when you look at life expectancy. And they take a lot of things into consideration that might not really apply to somebody that is nearing or in retirement. So if you take an average person that's 60 to 62 years of age and in fairly good health, there's a high probability that they could live to their mid-80s. So if you retire earlier in life, let's say 60 or 62, and the average retirement age in the United States today is around age 62, you could live 30 or 40 years in retirement. It is probable that be the case. And when you look at your own personal situation, and this by no means is a one-size-fits-all, when you look at your own personal situation, you say, how long might I live in retirement? And of course, none of us know how long we're going to live. But if you take into consideration your family history, your current health situation, your lifestyle in which that you lead, that can give you a good indication how long you are going to live. So when you're building out your financial plan or your retirement plan, and you're trying to offset that biggest risk, you must look at your future income. What will your income look like? And there's an interesting dynamic when you talk about income. There's two types of income in retirement. There's what we call reliable income and unreliable income. What are these definitions of reliable income? Reliable income is things like your Social Security, your pension income. Maybe you have some rental income. We often call this mailbox money. We know that this money is going to be coming in each and every month, regardless of what's happening in the market. And oftentimes, these dollars that are coming in are typically guaranteed for a lifetime. So the second source of income is considered unreliable income sources. And where do they come from? They come from things like your investments, like your IRAs, your Roth IRAs, your 401ks, your 403bs. These are these investments that you've accumulated during your accumulation phase of life. And they typically are invested in the market, whether it be stocks and bonds, mutual funds, exchange traded funds. But as you know, they fluctuate over time based on how the market performs. If you're deriving income from these sources, it tends to be more fluctuating. It is not as predictable as your reliable income sources. So it's more of a delicate task to manage risk versus return in the consistency of income in this place. So there's this balance between reliable and unreliable that you have to become comfortable with and manage during a distribution phase of life. This does add an additional challenge to ensuring that you don't have more life than money. And it really depends on how much of your unreliable sources are necessary to support your reliable sources. So these are key ingredients in determining how well or how much that risk can potentially impact you. Another risk in retirement that often gets overlooked is healthcare expenses. It's been mentioned many times that a couple 65 years of age in retirement could potentially spend $250,000 in healthcare expenses. When we're doing planning for people, oftentimes this is overlooked. People simply look at they're at age 65 that they have to pay for Medicare, they have to pay for a Medicare supplement. But they often overlook the fact that all health insurance is not created equal, and all health insurance doesn't often cover all the expenses that you may incur when it comes to healthcare. These are two key ingredients that you need to consider and the two biggest risks when it comes to retirement planning. So you must include in your retirement strategy a methodology, a process in order to address these risks if they might happen to you. Having more life than money and having an exorbitant amount of healthcare expenses during retirement. In addition to all the other things that you must consider. But first and foremost, build a plan. You owe it to yourself to build a plan to address these risks. You should stress test your plan in the event that you would have these challenges. In other words, you live longer than expected. Your health has deteriorated during retirement. How might your overall retirement plan be impacted by those types of risks? Hopefully you gained some value from our video today. Again, thanks for tuning in to Money in Motion. Until next time, have a great day.